Alright everyone, welcome back for another video. Today I'm talking about the Monster Hunt Heaven Index Survival. I never talked about that in the past, but there is a simple way to improve your score very easily. And I'm not only talking about the heroes and the skills you can use in that content, I am also talking about the system that you can use to perform a better score on a challenge, have your best score ever, and then raid again and again until you have your final result, right, for your guild and yourself. So right before getting into the content, into the detail, guys, remember that you have a link in the description below if you want to start getting some cashback on every purchase. You have a link to download and play the game through the Aptoide store. That's very easy, and you are going to get some cashback. For example, other payments I'm showing you normally after downloading and installing Aptoide, the game through Aptoide, you should have that interface in which you can see the price of the pack, $57 for me, 57 euros, and you can get some cashback. And if you are the code, using the code Ducky like that, you are getting 5% more cashback, and you are supporting the channel, so I can save some money, I can put some money in the game to try more things later. I haven't spent a lot these last days, but I am saving for some items in the game to improve the fire skills and the physical skills. This is what I am using, guys. All right, so that said, let's get in the content and let me show you what I am using to improve my score. Basically very simple, guys. Run the content, check the skills that you are getting here, and you want to try to have that skill, the ricocheting flywheel, plus the flame strike. These skills are the best ones to use in that content. If you have the melee weapon, if you increase a lot your melee weapons level, then you are going to have a lot of damage as well. But we are going to check. Oh, look at that. That's the perfect score, guys. You want to take these two things, all right? So we are going to compare the two. I'm going to try to take these two here. We are going to check the damage I'm getting, and then I'm going to switch to that skill, Wrath of Flame, right? This is my weapon, the one you can acquire for free just by saving your coins for the daily shop, right? But with the lucky coins, I think this is called like that. So you want to run around the boss like that, try to avoid the attacks. You want to go in the content with a healer, so you can heal your character, stay alive longer in battle. You want to summon all your titans if you have some, and always cast your skill on the right when they are available, right? This is very important, guys, if you want to max out your damage, but you already know about that. This is not the important part of it, alright? So 40 seconds left on the timer. Just gonna stick here. Gotta cast that skill there. Right. Doing that. You can see the final score here is pretty nice, isn't it? 10 seconds left. At any moment during the battle, guys, look at that, 2 seconds left, I can pause, and so I can check the stats as always. So you can see that the flame strike is dealing 520 billion damage, which is very interesting, isn't it? But I have only 1/5 the damage with the ricocheting flywheel. I have a fire team, so it's increasing by, I think it is 30%, my fire damage. And if you check the protagonist, you can check the result here with the Titan and the weapons I'm using, alright? And the heroes, they are not dealing a lot of damage, okay? So now I'm gonna exceed the content, right? Yes, I am exceeding the content, guys, right? 0 score, I still have my attempt. So the goal is basically to run the content again and again until you have the skills you want to use. So for example here, one more time, I have these 2 skills, alright? So if you don't have them, just reset like that, reset again. It seems like I'm crazy lucky that time. I don't know what is happening, but I'm always getting the skills I want. So you are selecting some skills, random skills. If they are not the ones you want to use, you are quitting the content, you are going here again, and you are doing that over and over until you have the combination of skills you want to use. See, that time I have the Wrath of Flames and I have the Meteorite, but the Meteorite is not here to deal some single target damage, and I have the 2 things I wanted to try, so let's see what it does if I can perform better by using these 2 things instead of the physical skill I used before. I think the score was 700 billion, something like that, I don't remember. I don't even remember. What a dumb I am. Alright, you want to stick between the circles to avoid the damage. Right, another attack on the boss. Alright, 400 billion reached. I'm getting a lot of heals thanks to that hero there. Okay. The battle is almost over. Gonna stop in 1 second. Alright, this is the final score, guys. So I did a bit less damage with the Flame Strike. Remember, I had like 500 billion damage and I had 111 billion with the other skill. What about that skill? You see, this is exactly the same score. So in fact, it doesn't really matter between the Wrath of Flame, if you increased a lot the level of your weapon and the physical skill. This is the best I can do basically in battle. Just I can maybe have a bit more damage and that's it, right? So once you have your best score, guys, you want to quit the content and you want to end the content and continue with that score, okay? But I'm gonna do it one more time with the skills I used before. I'm going here on the character. I'm gonna show you quickly what I am using. If I go on the heroes, I'm using a full fire team. These guys in the back are enhancing the Flame Strike, right? Twice, so it deals a lot of damage thanks to that. And these guys enhancing the Meteorite. This is not working that well, to be honest. The Meteorite is not a good skill for that content. I can try that though. We are gonna see if it does something, but the Meteorite is gonna reach an area and the boss won't be all the time in the area, so I won't have any damage. No, it doesn't matter to try that, it will be worse. You've got that guy enhancing the wrong skill, so yeah, this is basically the best team I can use. Maybe you can replace, if you don't have one of the mythical hero, you can replace one of them by a physical unit. This one is enhancing that skill. So you're going to deal a bit more damage with that physical skill. If you have it, that would be a good idea. So I'm using a full fire team, so let's do that. Let's try to have my best score, and then I'm going to raid that until the end. Reset. Alright. Not the skills I wanted to have. I'm quitting. Trying again. Check the skills. The Flame Strike is here. Okay. But I don't want a Flame Strike. I don't want the weapon damage. I want to have the physical skill because it performed well on the previous attempt. Okay, let's check again. No. One more time, I don't have what I was looking for, so let's quit again. By the way, another advice on your gear here. If you go to the forge, I enhanced by a lot my burning damage, even though the coefficient is not really higher than the others. You see, I have 20.5% physical damage here, 22.5%, so only 2% more, but it's still helping. I have a lot into the crit rate, right? So it's helping me to have more damage. And if you go to the refining, I'm trying to enhance my burning attack because my team in all the content is fire. My main team is fire elements, right? So burning, I'm trying to have the best coefficient I can, and all the time with adrenaline everywhere. Fire damage amplification on this one. You will have the same elements on every single piece of gear, but the chest is fire element, the helmet is physical element. So I amplified one more time my fire damage and all my damage on every single piece of gear. You want to try to do the same. Adrenaline, all damage again increased, all damage again. All damage again, even though the coefficient is terrible. I need to work on that. I'm gonna refine that later, guys. Okay, so you have everything to perform a great score in that content now. I'm gonna retry until I perform my best. Oh, there we go. I have the two skills I wanted to have. So let's get in the content. Let's summon all my titans and let's attack. Don't forget to cast the skills every time I have them. Okay. 400 billion already. Yeah, I spent a lot on that account though, around $1,500 since the beginning, so I have a lot of power and I can release a lot of scores on the enemies, but at least you have the detail, you can see the best things I use on my account and replicate the same on your account. So you have exactly the same score as before with the weapon instead of the ricocheting flywheel. So this is the score I am getting. Now I'm going there and I'm gonna raid the content. Don't show that again. Raid, 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 raid. Now I have these tickets here. I'm raiding everything. Like that until I have nothing left. Then I'm going here and I'm claiming the extra tickets I have. You can see the leaderboard. You have a lot of pay-to-win players who spent way more than I. It's alright. Let's come back here, can claim a bit more things. You have the achievements at the top as well. The more the score, the higher the score, the more the rewards you are getting, by the way. No, this is not about the score. This is about the attempts. Sorry, you need to spend a lot of things inside and you are gonna get more. So let's take all the coupons. With the diamonds, I have 9 more attempts. Raid everything. There we go. Gonna claim the free gems here. More achievements. And there we are. This is my score. And it says that I am currently the top 8 player. And if we check the ranking, guys, normally you need to wait before it loads the ranking here. You see, because here I'm still top 10, but normally I am top 9. If I come back here again, check the leaderboard. I don't know how much time you need to wait, but I have a 2.9 million damage. If I check the players above me, this guy has more power than I. Way more power. I'm at 135 million. If I check Mike here, he has way more power than me, right? He is the top 9. He is the top 5 with 2,000,006. But I suppose that is going to actualize. No, it doesn't want to. Oh, the Alliance is top 8. Alright. My bad. I have 1.34 million power. And if you check the top one, 12 million. Yeah, 2.40 billion. Way bigger spender. Alright guys, you have everything. Let me know what you think about that in the comment below. Have a nice day, take care, and see you in the next video. Bye bye guys.